Reservation. Why did Baba Sahib put it in the constitution? So, in 1928, Baba Sahib spoke to the Examination Commission, right? A British group that came to India to study the constitution. He said something very important. He said, competitive exams do not mean equal opportunities because not everybody or everyone has the same access to education. In simple words, you can't talk about merit when an entire community was never allowed to go to school. He also said this about the caste system. It is not just a division of labor, it is a division of laborers. You're not just dividing work, you are dividing people. You are saying if you were born a sweeper, so you will always be a sweeper. Your son will be a sweeper. None of you will ever touch a book or dream of something more or something big. That's not a system, right? That's a prison. So Baba Sahib did not create reservation as charity. He created it as what Americans call checks and balances. Basically, a way to make sure communities crushed for centuries finally get a voice in power. So in 1949, in the Constituent Assembly, he warned democracy in India is only a top dressing on an Indian soil which is essentially undemocratic, which means you cannot have real democracy when caste still divides people. So, what is reservation? It's not a gift, it is a floor so that those who have been at the bottom for thousands of years, cannot fall any lower. Now imagine removing it. What happens to the Dalit child who is the first in a family to go to school? What happens to the Adivasi boy who finally got government job after a generation of poverty? What happens to the millions who still clean our gutters? So without reservation, they don't just lose a seat, they lose a chance. They lose the only bridge that lets them climb out of the prison. So Baba Sahib said reservation is basically temporary. It's like a bridge until caste disappears. But here is the question. Has caste disappeared? Has discrimination ended? Have temples opened to everyone, like everybody, at any time? Has manual scavenging stopped? Then how can you think of removing the bridge man? First, build a casteless India, then remove reservation. That is what Baba Sahib wanted. That is what the constitution demands. I hope I made myself clear.